So we're all sitting here getting to know each other, and I realized that this is the first time we have the prolific Red Solo Cup in the shot.
Because our guest asked for wine, and we are
Wow,
going for wine today.
Evan.
Yeah.
What's your best story revolving around the Red Solo Cup?
So freshman year, dorm room, beer pong. Everyone has that water cup that gets kind of filthy, you know. And this is like the end of the year, dirty in our freshman dorm room, and it was a long night of playing, and my friend was laying down like pretty drunk, and he's like, if I make this, you have to drink the water cup, or the, you know, and then it like hit off a wall, went in, didn't even think about it, and I polished this thing down. It was gross. Yeah.
That's foul.
Yep.
Now I know where those brain cells went.
Yeah, it's all gone. What about you, Kelsey?
Mine would probably just be, it brings me back to a lake house my freshman year of college that we used to go party at.
Nice.
It's classic underage drinking. Don't support it. It was outside of Lincoln, Nebraska.
Wow. Where'd you go to college?
In Lincoln, Nebraska for 2 years. I did not end there, but yeah. It was a very private, like, Christian school. Okay. So very strict. We had to sign out and go party elsewhere.
That's hilarious. Mine is, I think it was my freshman year as well. We were some crazy kids back then. I went to Penn State University. I didn't go there. I went to visit some friends. And we were in the attic of like a four-story house. And we had one of those like bifold tables. And it was so wet and slippery. And you know, at the very end when you go for the slam dunk, I don't know what the actual term is. So the table was like facing directly towards a window out of the 4th floor attic. And so I was like, all right, I got to go for it. I went so fast that I slid let's get into the show.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Manly Things.
Sort of.
A podcast where we're talking all things menswear. We have the lovely Kelsey Ellstrom here.
Hello. Happy to be here.
I've known Kelsey for a long time.
I've known Kelsey for 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
A good 15 minutes.
Yeah. She's awesome. She's been in this industry for a while, and so we're going to pick her brain about a lot of stuff.
Excited.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
My name's Evan Simonich, celebrity menswear stylist. Sally.
My name's Sally. I am currently in the mix of entering the Olympics for the International Cup Stacking Competition.
How's it going so far? Training, all that? Good?
I'm supposed to keep it hush-hush.
Okay.
So.
I've always liked when you worn that tank top, so please tell the people what you're wearing.
Thanks. I actually got a compliment from our guest over here.
Did she name the brand? Because I knew. Yep, she knew it.
She said, "Nice corridor tank top," and I said, "Wow,
it's gorgeous."
This is a knitted tank from Corridor. I got Adidas X. This guy is a really bad guy, so I'm not going to say his name. He's a He's not a nice guy. Fuck that guy. Then I got my selvage denim Levi jeans and my Margiela clogs.
He's ready to tap dance.
Yeah, I threw them out. They're really uncomfortable.
And your cherry hat.
And my cherry hat.
I wore a cherry today.
What are you wearing? Oh my God.
Yeah, when a couple episodes ago you were wearing that cherry hat, and I was like, man, I haven't been inside that cherry location on Melrose. So I was driving by, and there was a parking spot right there. And I was like, let's go inside. And then $600 later, I bought a couple shirts. I bought some stuff for the wife, and obsessed with it, man. I love the fit of their shirts, the quality of it. It's great.
You know where I went? Sorry, we'll get to
it. I love this. I love it.
I went to Outer Known for the first time. They have a new one in Malibu. And I picked up that groovy tee, that white groovy tee, one of your favorite white T-shirts. That shit sucked. Are you fucking kidding me?
Why?
I could see like my nipples and my body.
They're not meant for everyone. Like I rarely wear it. Yeah. Okay, on top of that, I'm wearing double RL pants and Takova's boots, and I did get a new. I was in New York, so I got a new Rolex. 47th
really
Street watches. Shout out
now.
Nirvana. Yeah, I'm an addict.
Stop
honestly.
going to New York,
I do.
please. Anyway, drum roll, please.
Kelsey, talk to us. What are you wearing today?
All right, what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a naked, collarless blazer.
I like it.
Never
which
heard
I
of
love. It's only women, so that's not super surprising. And not branded, basic bodysuit, closed denim, which I cannot rave about them enough. Little German brand.
Yeah.
And then men's great sneakers.
Very
the
good.
greats. Yeah.
That's a good shoe brand. Like stylists would use them a lot just because there's no branding on them, like really whatsoever.
Yeah.
So they're
Only
really
the
clean.
back.
So there's like a white detailing on the bottom where the gum sole is. Is that, did you step in paint or did they come like that?
That did not come like that.
Okay.
That is
Like
wear and tear.
Like a Margiela thing?
No, that's wear and tear.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Like I said, I've known you for a while. You've been an assistant for a long time. You assisted Ilaria Urbinati. Did you assist someone before her?
No, she was my first job in the fashion industry.
No way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even I know that name. She's pretty prolific.
She's big time. Yeah. How did you get involved with her? How did you start with her?
Instagram. Yeah.
Who did
Go
you reach
on.
out? Yeah. Who'd you reach out to?
So I was living in Nashville. Wanted to make a change. I always wanted to be involved in the fashion industry, but I don't know, like where I grew up, it wasn't really like one of the options that you just think of. So anyways, throughout my early 20s was doing a lot of different things and was like, I'm just going to make the move. Happened during COVID. So a friend of mine who knew that I was interested, like found her old first assistant and sent me her Instagram profile. So I followed her. She followed me back, probably because I said I lived in Nashville and she loved that scene. So just hit her up and was like, I would love to grab coffee with you, find out like how you got to work for Ilaria, like whatever. She agreed to meet with me, which was rare then because I was putting out tons of feelers with people, but 2020 was rough. So we got
this
coffee.
was all during the pandemic?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She was online, baby.
Yeah. And I don't take no very easily. So met with her. We got along. She was like, things always change. We're not really hiring right now because of the pandemic. Like she just started going back to work. So she was like, when you move out here, let us know and we'll bring you in for like a trial a couple of days. Cause you know, like in this industry, it is about like getting along and like if you vibe. So anyways, I went back to Nashville. I had already decided prior to meeting them that I was moving, brought all my shit out here and hit them up and they were like, yeah, we're like actually looking for somebody. So come on in. And I worked for Ilaria for like 3.5 years.
Solid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like when it works out like that, when you kind of make the plunge and go for it, then it always kind of pans out. That's great.
Totally.
Did you have any experience in styling prior to making this contact?
Not like true styling, no. So I managed a spin studio that's very like Soul Cycle-esque in Nashville, and like I handled all their like merchandising and like styled their little like photo shoots, but it was very like low level. Yeah.
Very
I've always been
interesting.
into it. Well, just into fashion. And then I've had so many friends over the years be like, you should get into styling. You should get into styling. And I was like, not in Nashville. No thanks.
No. Well, if anything now, I mean, Nashville it's a good spot to be, but it is so niche. Like if you don't listen to country music, if you don't get into that world, then I get that.
And it's so hard too. Like you can't really get clothes there. Like you kind of have to live in LA or New York and fly in because we have all the resources.
Yeah. There's like a mall in Nashville. I don't know if it starts with Green Hills. Yeah. And the Nordstrom's people and all like the department stores know who these stylists are because they always come in. And the majority of them are like blacklisted or like flagged, like they can't shop there anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't have studio services.
They don't have any studio. Yeah, crazy.
They don't even really have many designer boutiques where you could like do a true pull for purchase.
Yeah. Well, if you think about like a Rag and Bone, All Saints, luckily there's a double RL there, Billy Reed, but there's a handful of shops and brands that could be there and really do be successful. But for whatever reason, it's just an untapped market.
Let's not get too deep into what could be in Nashville. Let's focus on
Nashville.
The guest.
Yeah.
Who are you and where did you actually come from? Are you from the scene of Nashville?
No, so I grew up in small town Minnesota.
Whoa,
Yeah.
you've been all over the place.
I don't have an accent, so unless I say a certain couple of words while I'm in Minnesota. But yeah, so very small town. I always wanted to be a doctor. Super random. But yeah, I did not go that route, thank God.
What were you like in high school? Were you a sports girl, drama girl?
I played basketball. into college a little bit. Was always very into clothes, but I would like to say that I'm well-rounded.
Mm-hmm.
I was an academic, loved sports. Sports is like my biggest hobby, I would say, basketball in general. So, yeah, a little bit of everything.
What was the move from Minnesota to Nashville? Or did you go to college first and then you went to Nashville?
Yeah.
And why Nashville?
That's a good question. So I left Minnesota when I was like 19. Well, I'd already gone to school in Lincoln, Nebraska. Super tiny school. Did not even really want to go there, but it was a family thing. I went for 2 years. And then I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be pre-med anymore. So I'm going to move and do my own thing. So I decided I wanted to get into the music industry. I'm not a singer. Oh, God, no.
What?
But I wanted to work in, like, artist management. Or
Oh,
like,
cool. Yeah.
something like that. So I finished my undergrad at Belmont University.
Yeah.
But I made the move to Nashville more permanently. Like, I didn't go home in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
So I just, like, got an apartment and I lived there.
Love it.
Worked in that industry for, like, 2 years. And I was like, absolutely not.
Really?
Not for me. It's
So-
fun.
Well, now that you're like, how many years outside of that, would you ever go back? Is that something that you might think about doing again or no? No. Okay, nice.
Very much into fashion because, like, they're very similar in that you have to start very much at the bottom, make no money, to work all the time, see very little return for your efforts until you hit something that's good.
Yeah.
And I got into it and I was like, this is not for me. I don't want to be at a bar listening to shitty music at 12 p.m. or sorry, not 12 p.m., 12 a.m. on like a Thursday,
Yeah.
you know? Like I want to be in bed at 9.
When you moved to Nashville for music industry work, did you have any incentive or idea of implementing fashion or styling into that,
That's a
or
good question.
did you fall into the Soul Cycle style place and the styling of the photo shoots after your music industry experience?
It's definitely after. Like anywhere I go, I'm always known for like the person they're like, oh my God, like I like what you're wearing, or like you have good taste. Like I'm always that person in the group.
Mm-hmm.
But like when I was around people that weren't in the fashion industry. So it was always something that like I knew I had a taste for and that I liked. But no, I did not go into the music industry with that intent.
And then what was the moment where you decided to make the call to Ilaria's old assistant? What flipped in your mind that made you commit to that like little bumblebee in your ear saying, you're good at this, you're good at this?
Probably just that I had come to an end with Nashville. Like I have such like a dear spot in my heart for that city. Like it's so fun and I'm so glad that I lived there for like 7 years, and it was a very pivotal time in my life. But I always knew that I would know when it was time to go. That's why I kind of had like that random job managing the spin studio, because like I don't want to do that for a living, but I wasn't ready to leave yet. So I'd already known that my next thing would be getting into the fashion industry. Like I didn't want to do anything else outside of like odds and ends. Like I love fitness, so like that was just a natural in-betweener. But yeah, it was more just like it was just time, you know, like when you got that feeling and you're like, I just gotta like make a move, or it's gonna, you know, like a couple years are gonna pass and I'm gonna be like, what am I doing?
That's interesting how your style has just been with you this entire time. As everything sort of weaned off, it still stood strong, and that's why you're here now. It's very impressive, your
Thank
entire
you.
story.
Thanks. Yeah.
Was it Cassie Dittmer who you reached out to?
Savannah Mendoza.
Oh, it was Savannah. Okay. You were in Nashville before it got like somewhat popular.
Yeah, I moved there at the very end of 2013.
Wow.
Yeah.
When you go back, do you see like the differences of it? Like,
I've only been back once.
I was going to
Oh,
say,
really?
do you go back?
So
really?
I left like fall of 2020, and I went back for a wedding of a good friend in 2021. It's on my list because I miss it.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's nasty in the summer. Have you been in Nashville?
I've never been to Nashville.
Don't
think-
go in the summer.
Okay, understood.
Yeah, you can like cut it with a knife. The humidity. Like,
You're in a shower when you walk out your front
Yeah.
door.
And we know humidity is my worst fucking
Well,
enemy.
what's
As you
funny-
can see, I'm sweating my
No.
ass
Well,
off
what's funny
right
is you
now.
walked in with a sweatshirt on. It's like 95 degrees outside.
You said,
Are
you've
you-
been wearing that all day?
Do you like to suffer a little bit?
I do for fashion
Yeah, yeah,
purposes.
yeah,
Yes, I
yeah.
do.
Yeah.
That's fair. It's fair.
I wanted to take it to, so being that we're in summer, I've seen like the GQ articles that come out, and I'm not the best at pairing like shorts and sandals.
Dude,
I've never seen you in shorts. It could be
It's
102
only
degrees out.
it's only like work, because to me like there's no good pair of shorts out there.
I beg to differ. I just got 3. Count
Really?
'em.
From where?
3.
Can you please talk about the brand?
Tell me what you know. Where?
Outer Known?
No.
Oh.
Ew. Double RL.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
They are
Yeah.
fantastic. Maybe specifically for me, for my body type, but
Okay,
they're
good to know.
so good.
No,
Denim
you
shorts?
need to send me the link.
Denim, khaki, and another thing. I don't really know the fabric,
Other thing.
but
Other thing.
they're super, super comfortable.
good to know.
But the issue is, I think that what we're about to get into is I have no clue what to wear for
Footwear.
the kicks. Like,
Yeah.
do I wear socks? Do I not wear socks? Do I wear boots?
So
I
true.
normally wear my combat boots, but I end up looking
That's
like
cool.
those German guys that drink beer and like,
Yeah, like Lederhosen. Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole Oktoberfest kind of thing. And I think I'm like the opposite way. So we're like, I have the sneakers for it, but I can't do the shorts for whatever reason. It's just weird
That's
to
true.
me.
You
And
got
I
the
even have like
Jordans
leg
and
tattoos
stuff.
that I would like to show off, but I just
It's a
don't want to
mental
do
block.
it. What is it?
Yeah. You got to
I
get
don't
over it.
know. It's just weird. It's just, and also like, yeah, it's just, it would make my life easier because I'm like in denim and Wranglers and boots, and I'd rather not be. But yeah, so getting into that, or also like sandals. Like, do you ever wear sandals?
I just have like Birkenstocks,
Okay.
Boston clogs.
So if you're going to the pool,
Well, I mean, like that. Well, okay, I wear the Birkenstocks clogs from like 6 a.m. to maybe no further than 1 p.m. After 1 p.m., you got to be in like a shoe
oh,
or something.
I love that. That's great.
It's very old school. I like
Mm.
that. Yeah.
Where did you come up with that?
I just came up with it right now.
Because coming from the female's perspective,
Mm-hmm.
to me, seeing another person's feet is kind of just gross. Women's feet are a whole different story, just because like you guys take care of your feet.
Mm-hmm.
Men should not be showing their feet in public.
I have beautiful feet.
Do you?
Yes, I have.
I dare you to whip them out right now if you want. No,
End
we'll
of the
save
show.
it,
Yeah, end of the show.
Exclusive for the later stuff.
Dude, we
No,
should
I-
start a Patreon where we just post feet pics. Anyway, go ahead.
That would really send us to another level. Yeah, because I always just think it's weird. Like sandals are weird to me. There's not a good sandal. Birkenstocks I'm a huge fan of. I think that's a really good outlet for that. But I usually, honestly, I wear like slip-on Vans. I wear checkered Vans or like the tie-up Vans to the pool, and then that's really
What
it.
about Jordans?
I've worn Jordans. Yeah.
Well, let's not have this. What are we about to get
You-
into? I think you have
Wait.
an article.
Wait,
or
cool.
something?
Okay, I wanted to
Wine.
get it for the female perspective
Wine.
of
Oh, right. My
of
bad.
where.
Yeah,
I'll
me as
refill
well.
you, and then you please.
Yeah.
Like, what are your thoughts on men's feet?
Dogs should not be out.
The
not
dog
be,
should not be
but-
out and barking.
There is a sandal that I've been recently obsessed with that I just put it on someone actually last week for a photo shoot. I'm blanking on the proper term for it, but it's like a leather like cage sandal basically, and it had like a strap on the back. It was an Allen
A
Edmonds.
gladiator style? Is it a
Is
gladiator
it
style?
men's or women's?
Yeah,
fisherman sandal.
Fisherman
fisherman
sandals.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right.
But that only
Research.
works like on a certain
Wait for a
type
guy.
of man. Yeah,
What, a photo shoot? Or was this
Yeah.
okay?
yeah.
Makes sense.
You wore like vintage Levi's those and knit sweater vest.
Ooh.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
If you have do you have a picture of it yet or no?
I don't.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Because sometimes when you see like jeans and like the thong sandals, like,
No,
that
men should not
does
be
not
wearing
work.
thong sandals.
No shot in hell
No,
you
no.
would
Man.
see me in thong sandals.
No, right?
Ooh.
Yeah. No, thank you. Okay. No more feet talk. Thank you for your insight on that. We appreciate it. Yeah. Hopefully our listeners listen to that. Okay. So we're gonna get into looks. I think for the rest of the show, I think we have a lot of looks that we'll talk about because the summer press tours are going on.
Yeah, we haven't done any like red
I know.
carpet. I'm excited for this, especially
Good.
seeing your looks.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wimbledon happened as well. I don't know if you guys are
Mhm.
tennis fans at all, but
I'm not, but I love the clothes.
okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna start off, and I think you're like a fitting person for all this. Ryan Reynolds is doing the Deadpool Wolverine press tour with Hugh Jackman. We're not really gonna get into the Hugh Jackman look. He's looking fine. There's nothing there. But the process in which Ilaria would work with Ryan, I previously worked with Ryan like way back when in 2013 with Samantha McMillan. That's how I met her, working in New York. And he was so nice. He was like really like he knew what he wanted. He knew what he liked. Like he was an easy client to work with. And so I'm curious to see how your experience has been around him and how Ilaria's process is with him.
Yeah. So I guess for listeners who are like outside of this world, men like either come into a fitting kind of being like, I don't care. I just want to look good. Just dress me. And which is a nice place to be as well.
Yeah. And Ilaria has that trust with some of her clients too, where they do trust her with everything that she says. Yeah. So that she could have looks picked out and they'll be like, cool, there's the press tour right there. Yeah.
And then there's someone like Ryan. So he's a bit of an anomaly for Ilaria's clients, I would say, because normally it's kind of like she has an idea of what she thinks that person's going to like look good in and like what suits their personality. And obviously like her taste is in all of the clothing. But then they come in and she gets to like play around. Obviously if they know each other already, like there's a honed sense of what's going to work and what's not. But with someone that's new, she always has this thing of like, you don't have to wear it, but you have to try it on. Because it's true. Like you don't know. And men, I think, have a little bit of a mental block of like, I don't want to play around. Like, I don't want to be too like interesting. Like I just want to look good. And like, I don't know, some things on a rack will scare men.
Well, and like it's different when you see it on a hanger.
For sure.
And
clothes are
on a hanger mixed in with other stuff on a rack. Yeah. When it's on you in front of the mirror and you're not looking at anything else, it's a whole different story. Yeah.
But with Ryan, it's not really that way. Like she might throw that card in every once in a while of like a bit of an outlier piece that like might not be his normal. But he knows what he wants, like you said. He knows he has very like honed in personal style, which we all see in like all the photos that GQ puts up of him in New York.
It's always like Brunello Cucinelli.
Yes,
things
Brunello.
Like, it was that, and I feel like on this press tour they've kind of taken a little bit of a turn here. Yeah.
So I was actually still working with her when he told her about this press tour and was like, he gave her feedback way ahead of time of like, I want to do something different.
Great.
Which like it's very like if you look at the looks, like it's very Ryan still. But
we can hone in on this like first one right here.
Okay.
So this one here. So he's in. Do you know what brand this is? I want to say it's either like Todd Snyder, Wax London.
I think that one was Wax.
Okay.
I know for sure there was another red one that was Wax London. I think that was because he's pretty much been wearing Bodhi, Wax, and some Officine in general. Yeah. But so the shirt I'm pretty sure is Wax London. Pants are this smaller brand, Isto.
Okay.
They make amazing denim. They're based out of the UK. And then shoes were Officine Creative, which they have the most amazing men's shoes, but they were on like pause for a really long time for loaning for press and VIP. So they must be back.
Oh, they're back. Yeah. Okay, good.
Because he wore them in multiple. Okay. But like that's very Ryan. Yeah. But his old press tours were dressier. Like I think he wanted to go casual.
A little more casual on this one. Sally, what do you think about this one?
Something cool that I notice with this fit in particular, but also the others that are on the screen, are the little lore that you told me that he and his stylist always like to implement themes of the TV show or film that they're promoting. And like, this is way cool, very relaxed, I've never seen Deadpool, but I hear he's a funny guy. And I think that this is so well executed, and I'm so interested in hearing more about those shoes because I love shoes. So I'm going to do some research on Officine Creative.
Where are they based out of?
I think it's UK.
Oh, okay, good to know.
I think Paris, actually.
Oh, okay. This one was okay. The one thing that bothers me is just the navy undershirt. So listening people, it's like a red striped shacket almost. Navy undershirt, black trousers, and then brown boots. If
I were to critique it,
that's what we're here for.
Ryan has an amazing figure, as we all know. I wish we could see his waist a little.
Yeah.
Just like a little something. Like if the jacket were open and something tucked in. Or I don't know. It's so casual that to me, he looks like he's walking around in New York getting coffee.
That makes sense. Yeah.
You know?
Like this is like everyday wear.
Yeah. Which is like fun. And I think that's a cool way to do this press tour in particular, because this movie is going to be like probably the biggest of the year in terms
100%.
of box office. And he's so fucking laid back in this press tour, which is very fun. And like you said, plays into the movie well because his character is just a whole big like fuck you. So
Yeah, true. And it's also like he probably knew Hugh Jackman was going to dress up and everything, so he didn't need to. He wasn't going to come in and be sloppy next to Hugh. They were both going to do their both individual things and
totally
make it work.
So Evan asked about Ilaria's process in styling a client. Did you come into being her assistant with your own process with styling people, or did you really learn the trade from your experiences with her?
I learned a lot through just exposure with her, for sure. I was very green. Like, I think in styling, you either like kind of have it or you don't, which is one of the ways that I think it's a nice barrier to entry for the job, because like you don't have to have like a degree or like you don't have to go to school for it, but
It's
it does
experience,
weed
yeah.
out people that like can do it and can't do it. And I do think you have to have an eye for it. So in that sense, I think like I brought in my own skill set that I just inherently had. But I definitely learned a lot from Ilaria in terms of like how to be like well prepared for a fitting and like a good process for a fitting. I mean, everyone does them differently and I don't do them the same that she did, but like I pulled pieces from her process for sure. And it's just nice like learning by osmosis, because I don't think she like goes into it like thinking I'm going to teach all my assistants how to do this. You definitely are there more like to serve a purpose of like you get the job done. But if you pay attention and you like have that attitude of I'm just going to soak everything up, like you can really learn a lot.
Especially with the foundational skill set that you had.
Yeah.
You sort of just were putting definition to all of these like feelings
Totally.
and yeah.
Yep. And she'll say that too, like you can't really teach it.
Yeah.
Like you can't teach someone how to put an outfit together. You can like teach them pieces of it. It doesn't mean it's going to turn out right.
True.
So
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And also, like being an assistant, walking into all that, the last thing a stylist wants to do is like teach everything. It's almost like you're almost like wasting their time. So like the fact that you walked in there green and just like was willing to work with it, like kudos to you to do all that.
thanks.
Yeah. These are more, so going back to Ryan stuff, this is like a Bodhi piece right here, this green shirt. And then this is this is like well put together. Like you can like tell this was like styled like really well. Yeah. Thoughts on this one?
I mean, the elephant in the room, what's going on with the white sneakers?
You don't like the white sneakers?
No, not with all like the dark
They
tone.
almost look like Converse, but I know they're probably not. But like, they're either like a Converse, like a white Van. Like it looks, they look.
Yeah, I wonder. They might be.
Yeah.
There was this one brand of sneaker that he loved a couple years ago, but I think they went out of business. It's like Colchester something.
Okay.
I'm missing part of it. But those do kind of look like Converse.
Funny.
By the way, that was a joke. With
They
the
look
dog?
good.
No, the dog. I was talking about the dog.
Yeah, I was gonna say the dog.
Speaking of the dog, where's the dog around here? Yeah.
Yeah, he's sleeping.
And then I do love this. This is a classic Ilaria move, I feel like, where it's like this suit right here. Like it's like a turquoise suit. Turquoise blue? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
It's
the
like a dusty
Aqua?
turquoise.
Dusty,
yeah,
yeah.
like a nice
Aqua?
aqua,
Yeah.
I would say,
Compliment
actually.
there.
with like a almost like a beige shirt, and the shoes are like the outliers. Like they almost match the shirt, like a little on like the dark and textured side. Ilaria always does that. That's like the Italian in her. She'll do like a navy suit with like a light brown shoe. Like it's very like Italian when it comes to that.
Why?
What do you have any insight into that? Like because my eyes.
I'm
immediately go to
Italian and
shoe.
I've never heard of
But
this shit.
But like, it's like do you know where in Italy she's from? Italy. Italy.
She was born in Rome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's almost like a Sicilian. It's just very. It's very like. It's just your eye. I'm gonna say your eyes like go to it because like, again, like shoes are very important, and so I feel like, man, this is me talking out of my ass.
Well, okay, can I
Yeah,
make
go ahead.
I have a
ahead.
hypothesis.
Yeah.
Italian designers and Italian menswear is pretty much based in like suiting.
Yeah.
And I think the reason why Ilaria uses this method is because she wants to show off each part of the suit. So having everything like either monotone or
Yeah.
like
That's
in
what-
the same realm is fine, and it looks nice. But if you really want to show that you're a good stylist and that you know what you're doing, I think that
You set 'em
this
apart.
is very well executed.
See, I was going to get to that. But yeah, but you're absolutely right. It's like every individual piece needs to like speak for itself. And so I think that's where some of that comes from.
And I think this look in particular is hard when you get to a shoe. Like I'm imagining what
100%.
I would do if I were in that fitting.
can't
and
do
we
black.
loved that. You
Yeah.
can't do black. Brown, not great.
Yeah.
Like a blue shoe's crazy.
Right. Like maybe
Uh,
in navy.
and then,
I don't
like,
know. It doesn't. It just still doesn't.
That's a hard shoe.
Yeah.
So when
a
I
good
look
point.
at it, I don't love the shoe, but I understand where she's coming from,
Yeah.
and I don't know what I would have done differently.
100%.
It's kind of like you just have to play around.
Yeah, and then you have Hugh on the other side, like, and it's kind of the same thing here, where like they went with like the safe method of like the white shoe with the blue suit. The shirt or sweater just doesn't work with the green knit.
Those
on
shoes
that.
would have worked well with Hugh.
Yeah, exactly.
arguably
yeah,
better
right.
than
If
Ryan's.
yeah, you can almost like
Yeah.
switch it up. Yeah, yeah, agreed. But we're gonna stop drilling you on the Ilaria stuff.
Okay.
Now we're done with that. Okay.
Yeah. Make it.
Okay. And so now we're gonna go through other press tours are going on Twisters.
Mm-hmm.
Our producer,
Yeah, our boy,
Uh,
he didn't even go. Did you hear that?
Mr. David Cornsweat, said no to the Twisters premiere. He
How
said, "Fuck you,
Dare
man."
he?
I
He
know.
he does this way
The
too
Warner Brothers
fucking
people
much.
are not happy.
I know. I
No,
hear.
that's fine.
That's why.
He said he wanted to do like a video of him on set in the Superman costume saying, "Hey guys, like it's been real. Wish
they
I could
said,
be there with you."
"Fuck
And they were
no."
like, "Dude, we don't want to see you.
Right.
So we're good."
Juicy.
Yeah. I don't know. It could
You
be
heard
the
it
same.
here first. David
Yeah.
Cornsweat is denying all press opportunities.
Yeah. So him and Warner Brothers are on a bad. No, they're fine. It's all good. So yeah.
But
so
his good buddy Glenn Powell, he looks
Glenn Powell. Looks great.
fantastic.
Looks great. Both these look. So we'll start with the first one. I don't know where this one was. This was like maybe in London, I think.
I just had
I
a
think
jump
it
scare. I thought that
was.
was Ryan Reynolds.
This one.
Yeah.
That would be a whole
That's a
facial.
that's a throwback to the Oscars. He wore that piped
No, Ryan
tuxedo.
Gosling.
Yeah.
You did it again.
Fuck! Oh my god!
That makes sense because it's Gucci.
Wait, no, he
so
did. So
Why
that's
do
the
I
thing.
keep doing this?
So I don't know if this is a Gucci issue, a Warren issue, Warren Alfie Baker, but that shouldn't because he
I
literally
think that's
did.
up to Gucci.
That's Gucci, right?
They should have filtered it out.
But
yeah.
but that's also.
Oh,
I
did
don't know,
I
that-
just unearth like
You
a,
kinda- you
a
kinda
Gucci scandal?
Well, you kind of
Gucci,
did because
get
like,
your
but also
shit
like
together.
Warren should keep an eye out for that. He should have known like
Warren.
Ryan basically wore the same thing.
Yeah.
To the Oscars. Was it the
Yeah.
Oscars? It was the
I
Oscars.
think
It was
so,
the
yeah.
Oscars, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, look, like it's a dope suit,
He looks
but
great.
it's one of those where we have seen this before. So, I think he looks sharp. Grooming's on point. I do love. I will say, like when the hair, there's like a little bit of like
Very
a
90s.
speck. Yeah,
Yeah.
where like it's natural, you know.
Yeah.
And it's probably like that one. It's like so stiff there. It's like hanging there on purpose.
You could snap it in too.
Yeah.
The hairstylist is
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
No, but he looks sharp. It's an all black look, black patent Chelsea boots, and there's like a white piping on the jacket of like the lapel going into like the whole coat. So, yeah, it looks sharp. I have no qualms with this one, other than the fact that it's been done before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's interesting. I'm not even looking at the fit because I'm bored. That red carpets have become like Broadway
bro.
sets.
With like,
What is like, what
Hold
the
on.
fuck
There's
is
hay.
that?
There's
I know,
hay.
So it's almost
Yeah.
as if like they're on the farm in Oklahoma, and a tornado had just gone through there.
But he's in Gucci.
But he's in Gucci. Yeah. Wait, would it have been like made
I'm-
more sense if he's in like tattered jeans? Like
No,
a
no,
beat-up
People
shirt?
not
probably
about
would have
that
lost
at
their
all.
mind though.
What happened to red carpets with
Or if he
like,
showed up
the
in the-
sponsors on the back?
Oh, so true. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
that
almost
was that I think I could pay attention. This
Yeah.
is distracting and weird and
That's fair.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but it also been cool. Like I think in the LA premiere they had the actual truck that they drove in there. It would have been dope if he showed up like as the character, like in his cowboy hat, like did that
Do you
whole
know who
thing.
did that this year?
Who?
Chris Pine
With what?
Did-
for Pool
Pool
Man.
boy. Yeah.
Oh,
He showed up
no.
in an outfit from the movie. It was like I didn't watch the movie, but it's
We'll
in the
get- we'll-
trailer.
we'll
was
get it.
Yeah.
We'll
really
get it.
thrown off by it.
I didn't love it, but
But
it
I-
like hurt.
But I think it's one of those where it's like
But it
if
was
it's
funny.
a blockbuster movie, that would maybe make sense because everyone will see it.
Yeah.
anyone see Pool Man here?
No.
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 Yeah, so that's the tough part about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get that image up though. So this was the LA premiere right here.
Oh.
I like this color. I like this a lot. You could tell he and Warren like the whole monochromatic vibe of everything. And yeah, I think everything looks great here.
Who is he wearing?
This is Brioni.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know what I would
Lovely.
change?
Go ahead.
Buttons on the shirt to match buttons on the jacket.
Yeah, good call. See,
It
that is a
hurts a
good
little.
styling eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's in like a monochromatic, like a forest green color. The jacket is a double-breasted. It has black buttons, and then the shirt has white buttons.
The other trick, which we spoke on Ilaria earlier, if you're not going to wear a belt and it's red carpet, I would remove the belt loops. It's distracting.
Exactly. Yes.
Because then
She's
you have a
hitting the
nice
helm, man.
high-waisted pleated
Thank you.
trouser that's not distracting because you do the hand in the pocket with the open jacket.
You're right. Now
I
that
don't
you're
want to
saying
see a
it,
belt loop.
I'm going straight to the belt loop on there. Yeah.
What happens if you have to give the pants back to the
Oh,
studio?
they
Your
don't
tailor
care.
can keep them.
Yeah, but they also
give 'em
like
back to you in a baggie, but also they know you're going to tear their clothes apart.
And honestly, the majority of the time too, and he has a partnership with Brioni. There's a good enough relationship there where like they're not asking for that stuff
They
back.
probably would have been happy with it
100%.
had someone caught it because it looks nicer.
That's a great call. Buttons and belt loops. Pay attention to that. Folks.
Otherwise, it's perfect. It's
Yeah.
like so close.
Yeah, that color is
Stunning.
one of my favorites from
Yeah.
last year. Everyone was wearing it in like fall.
Oh, it's dated. Dated.
Yeah, so a little on the older side. No, yeah, grooming, everything looks good, all natural. Yeah. Do we want to get into the hair situation or like the whole hair plug
It's
thing or no?
gorgeous.
I thought the last one was better. He kind of looks like no offense, Glenn, you may be watching this, like a little bit of a grease ball.
Grease ball.
Yeah, look at that hair. It looks like
I got
greasy
you.
and pushed back.
Probably hasn't washed it in a while.
I do think he might be playing these days like the internet boyfriend role, though, you know, and like that.
that.
I think that works.
He is the hot boy. When I thought that he was like 50 at first,
he
I
was
don't know
Oh,
why.
he's like 35.
I think I just never. I'm just finding out about him like yesterday.
Yeah.
Have you watched a film
No,
with him in it?
I've never seen anything with him in it.
He's got a shtick. Wait, you haven't seen Top Gun Maverick?
No, but the boy Jake
You gotta
came
watch
to
it.
visit the office. You know Jake
Yeah,
Picking?
yeah,
Love
yeah.
that guy.
Was he?
Shout
yeah,
out
he was in
Jake.
it too. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's a shtick to his man. There's a whole lot. Like, I've had this conversation about him for a long time. He genuinely wants to be the next Tom Cruise, and so there's like a shtick to him of like being almost that same character and everything he does. But he's killing it, man. He's on fire right now.
Is he?
No. He's had long-term relationships with women. That's what you're saying.
A Scientologist?
That's what I mean. Hey, that's a different story.
Jesus Christ, dude.
No. So I did a shoot with him, and we, on the day that we were shooting, I guess, and this is not. His girlfriend of a long-term relationship was moving out of the house that day. He's like, man, this is a really weird day. I'm going through a whole thing right now, and yeah. So, he's a great guy though.
Cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait to have him on the show.
Yeah, great. Yeah, we'll get him on it. Okay, my Puerto Rican brother right here, Anthony Ramos. He's got some out there style, like always taking chances and everything like that. I want to say this is based off of the background. This is the LA premiere. Yeah. So again, it's been hot in LA. So you're rocking a trench coat,
Sweating.
with like a silk shirt. Obviously baggy trousers and like some Converse looking shoes. I don't know that. I think this might be a mirror. I mean,
Yeah.
like, is it a mirror? Yeah. So I dig the look, but it would make more sense if it was like October.
This is a throwback to the 2001 VMAs where like everybody wore trench coats. Shaq wore this stupid fucking crazy trench coat with these huge shoulders.
That must have been
I'll
gigantic.
throw on a bunch of like
Yeah.
2001 pictures from
We'll
that show, but
find
it's
it. Yeah, we got to.
crazy. I think Coleman Domingo is the guy to bring trench coats back.
I see that.
And I think we're about to see like I think we're going to see some people wearing Rick Owens this winter because he has some crazy
Bigger,
trench
yeah.
coats.
Yeah, almost like a bigger suiting, and then now going into like the more separate pieces with the trench coat. Yeah, it's a good call. Thoughts on this one? What do you think, Kelsey?
I love Amiri.
Mm-hmm.
I love the trench. I love the two-toned collar. I would have loved a boot.
Mm-hmm.
the sneakers killing my vibe.
That's where it's like almost trying to relate it to summer, like
Yeah.
bringing a sneaker in. But if again,
Like-
if this was literally in October or September,
Yeah.
like this would have made sense if it was a boot.
Like I would have loved a cowboy boot.
Yeah, you're on.
You know?
Literally, it looks like dirt that he's walking on.
Yeah.
Like that would have been so sick. I also, for some reason, I don't know what it is, but the shirt, I don't love it.
Yeah.
Like the
Is it a
two-tone
silk
brown
shirt?
and
Oh,
then
okay.
like it's got like pink hues to it.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. The
exactly.
shirt's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't think it's wrong, but I don't love it.
Yeah.
And I can't quite pinpoint. Also, I know that's probably an Amiri pin, but I would have been tempted to remove.
Yeah, on the lapel.
Yeah.
Please,
Yeah.
I don't love
awful.
it.
I agree.
Unless it's, which I can't imagine that is a jewelry brand. It's probably Amiri. I can't
Yeah, it
tell.
almost doesn't
but
make any sense.
Yeah, I don't like it.
What would you have put on the bottom layer on the top?
Sorry, say that again?
Yeah, I know I didn't make any sense.
No, you're
Rewind.
Um,
What would you replace that weird pink shirt with?
I think I might have gone more cowboy. So done like a cowboy boot. You see the pockets, got like the two-tone. He's got a white pocket with a button. I think I would have thrown like a Western shirt, which I know is not a Amiri, so I don't know how you'd figure that out.
no, yeah, you figure that. Yeah, I mean, you
You'd have to talk to him, and like I don't know if they have anything in that world. Probably not, but
I feel
don't
like I
know.
would have put like just a tank top underneath.
a tank top
yeah,
would have worked.
that'd
Yeah,
been great.
And honestly, because that's where
And
like
they
the,
have great mesh tank tops or
They
like any
do.
other, you know.
and that's where like this next look of his comes in. I think I want to say this is Dolce.
This
I'm
is
obsessed.
way,
Right, this is
way
sick.
nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, with the tank top, there's nothing, no like frills about it. Black jacket, white tank top, white oversized trousers and boots. And I honestly, to me, I love sunglasses on the red carpet. I have no issues with that. And I think he looks sharp. And you tell like he almost looks like having more fun here with like a smile and everything.
He
like
looks
that.
happier.
Yeah, he looks
you can
way
tell
more
when people are wearing their
comfortable.
clothes better.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's giving Miami Vice meets old Hollywood. Like the color scheme is very old Hollywood, but it's so relaxed, and those pants have a very like 70s, 80s look to them. I love this fit.
Yeah.
Is he wearing brown shoes or black shoes?
They
I
look
think they're black with like a
a metal tip, I
Yeah.
think, on the toe. Yeah. The
Great
tailoring is
fit.
great too. Yeah, I think it was solid.
jacket's perfect.
Yeah. I love like
belt
those.
loops. Belt loops.
Oh yeah, you see the belt loops on there. Yeah.
Again, nobody really removes it. It's an Ilaria trick. It's genius.
It is, yeah. If you're not gonna wear, especially for like one time thing, like, odds are no one's gonna wear this look again. So
And
go
if it's
above
custom
and
and he
beyond.
wants to keep it, you just keep the belt loops on hand.
Exactly. Good call.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Okay, so I also going back to I do love like the subtleness of like just a single chain too. I think that's really nice. Okay, so we're gonna fly through these Wimbledon looks real quick because Wimbledon just happened, and I would love to get your perspective on some of these women's looks as well because half the time, majority of the time, women wear men's clothing better than men do. So,
Interesting.
okay, we're gonna start with. I'm gonna get her name. Kaya Skolderi. I'm not butchering it. From
Not a
The
clue.
Gentleman.
Yep.
And wearing a white three-piece suit. And it looks like she's got like a handkerchief around the neck too. I love everything about this with the sleeves pushed up. Dope. No shirt underneath. Thoughts
This
on
is so sexy.
I can see you in it. I can honestly see you rocking this.
I love this. Which I mean, you can't really avoid this, especially in the heat at Wimbledon. Like sitting down, the wrinkles are killing me in linen. Outside of that, I think it's stunning, and I do think whoever dressed her for this might have had an ode to The Gentleman. She was very buttoned up.
Okay.
She had a very like powerful female figure in that show.
Okay.
She like ran the show. So I see that coming through in this outfit. Like I think she's still on that shtick, unless that is part of her. I don't quite know.
What
that's a thing.
platform is that, or what network is
Netflix.
that? Netflix.
Yeah.
Okay. We gotta watch The
It's
Gentleman.
phenomenal. I've seen it 4 times.
Wait, is it a movie or a
A show.
series?
A mini series, yeah.
How many episodes?
I think 8.
You've watched it?
Because so I watched it alone. I watched it alone,
Okay.
and then I watched it with my mom. I made her watch it with me.
I got you.
Who else? I watched it with like another person. Then I watched it twice on my own.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
That must be a
It's-
good ass show.
No, you guys have to like go home and watch it.
I'm gonna watch this.
You
tonight.
cannot
We'll
wait.
start it.
Okay, I'm doing it.
It's
Actually,
phenomenal.
Yeah, we'll start watching it
Yeah,
now.
leave.
Okay. Yeah. Love this. What
And
do you think
her hair
about
is
this? Sally?
perfect.
Yeah.
Like the one tuck behind the ear. She's very chic. It's very British. I love it.
Love it.
Yeah.
Have you seen her in anything else?
No.
I have no idea who
She looks.
I think she's
Exactly
probably
like Kate
been
Middleton.
in British things.
Yeah.
I don't think she's really hit the American market till now.
Okay. You like this, Sally? Any?
Oh, I said
You
my
love
piece.
it?
I love this.
Okay, good. Okay. Again, Poppy Delevingne. I'm a huge Cara Delevingne fan. Her sister, even more so. I'm not a huge fan of this one personally. So she's in like a pinstripe white jacket, white shirt underneath, and then like monstrously oversized pants that don't match the jacket. I kind of wish that they just matched the jacket with the pinstripes. Okay, you're disagreeing.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
I can't keep my faces.
Go ahead.
Toned down. This is fucking awful.
Okay.
She looks like she looks like a straw.
Yeah.
Like a straw. The top, that crinkly part. The pants, what the fuck, dude? If you're gonna wear the pants, you gotta at least show like some of the shoe. Like for the picture, throw them back a little bit. Don't wear the pants, but if you are gonna wear the pants, that suit jacket should be way more like feminized.
And she's got a crazy figure. Yeah. So like almost like really give that a teacup thing right there.
Other than that, the purse is really nice.
Thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, I wish it were a matching pant and jacket, unless she went more like black pant
Right.
or whatever
Yeah.
that pinstripe is. I don't know if it's like charcoal or not.
I agree. Yeah.
Pants a disaster. I agree. You have to be able to see someone's foot. Like
So
that's a good
weird.
point. Yeah.
you can't like it can't just disappear. You need like even if she's wearing a pointed toe shoe, you need that peeping out. Like I need to know she's feet.
She must have been kicking her like when she's walking like to her from her car to the match to this red carpet.
Yeah.
Like just kicking her feet out every time to walk. Like make sure she's not stepping on it.
And I think with women too, like suiting. Well, it happens with men too, but women have a problem with proportions. Because I think I had a problem with a Met Gala outfit, which I know this is not what we're talking about, but the proportions were way off to his body type. He looked squished.
Okay.
And
Can you say who
well, you got to say the
he
name of the
is?
designer.
Donald
Go ahead.
Glover.
Oh. Wait, recently?
Yeah, this year. I
Oh
hated
yeah,
it.
yeah. I think we talked about it. I think we liked it.
I'm just the name dropping in this fucking room is crazy.
Bro, Ilaria's worked with the best in the world. Yeah, so yeah, you've been around the top. I get that though. Who was it again?
Was it Bodhi? I think it was Bodhi.
It was Bodhi,
It didn't
yeah.
look like Bodhi.
It did not
but
look like Bodhi. Yeah, it's totally
Yeah.
custom. Yeah. So
Can
you're
I ask
saying?
a question before we
Please.
continue
We're
on?
gonna rapid fire these last ones.
Is this a Ralph Lauren?
It's all Ralph Lauren.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they sponsored
my
this.
favorite.
I want to say they sponsored like the U.S. Open too. So like, and you can just tell like just by the way that they're all wearing it, it's all Ralph Lauren. And last of the we have another female. Natalie Emmanuel from Game of Thrones, among other things. Beautiful white double-breasted suit. Love the tie and like the man. I'm drawing a blank on like the collar, but it's almost like a Wall Street type shirt collar combo where different colors and all that kind of and sleeves pushed up.
Do you call it an Oxford collar?
No, Oxford is with the buttons.
fuck
That's
am I
where the
saying?
button like the yeah. What's the name? There's a name for it. I'm drawing a blank
Yeah,
on it.
I'm
though.
drawing a blank as well.
But yeah, I love this look. I think it's great. What are your thoughts on this one?
I think it's great. The only thing I would change is the shirt. I don't love it.
Okay. Would you rather do just like a white shirt or like all blue shirt?
I think all white.
Okay.
Or if that tie has like a taupey color in those pattern, I can't tell.
Try and match that.
Yeah, like bring out another color, but I'm not a fan of like I love women wearing masculine clothing. I do it all the time myself. It's my favorite, but this is like cosplay to me.
Okay. Like that.
But I like the tailoring and I like the suit and the tie.
Yeah, the tailoring on it, especially the pants, is better than what we saw like with Poppy on that.
What do you like about the tailoring of the pants?
The fact that you can see her foot.
Oh, okay.
I think
It's nice. It's nice.
Nice. Good
that's
point.
not. They're not like crazy oversized. They're oversized, and like super wide leg, but not to the maximum that Poppy's was.
Yeah, which I think you need for a double-breasted
Yeah.
on a female with like a strong shoulder. Like you can't have a skinny pant; she'd look insane.
100%. I haven't seen a woman with a skinny pantsuit in a long time.
Mm-mm.
That's very like New York City in the 90s.
Yeah,
That's
like Ann
middle
Taylor.
America now.
is it minimum? They're doing that right now.
I mean, if a woman's gonna wear a suit,
It
in middle
ain't
of
gonna be
America,
big.
Ew.
No.
Skinny jeans are back, baby. We might be
I
think they're
seeing a
back
lot of
too.
skinny suits.
Yeah, John Elliott's
Not
We're like,
ready.
"Ugh."
I'm not ready.
I'm ready. Bring it, baby. Bring it.
Uh-uh.
Show off the hams. Okay. So I'm drawing a blank on her name. Ikram Abdi Omar. I love this look because I'm all about like the matching the underneath with the pants and then having a different top. So it's like a green and white pinstripe shirt and pants matching with a navy double-breasted blazer over the top. I love it. Love everything about this.
Yeah, I love it. I have no notes. I think
Yeah.
it's I think what everyone wants to be is like you look put together, but that you didn't have to try hard.
100%. Yeah.
And she looks like she just threw this on, but she's gonna be like the best dressed person there.
Yeah. Thoughts on this, Sal?
I learned that trick from you, the matching
Mm.
top and bottom and offsetting it with
Yeah.
the jacket. And it's not I'm going to be honest, this isn't my favorite
Mm-hmm.
version of that. I feel like the jacket isn't the right style of jacket. Is that a double-breasted
Double-breasted,
jacket?
yeah.
I think it should have been something else. Maybe like a military style, like no collar. I think I would have preferred. I think.
She honestly
a
probably
lot.
would have killed it too if you just didn't have the jacket. Like
Yeah,
if
it
she
would've
just
looked
rocked the
awesome.
top and the bottom, like
Yeah.
that would have been so sick.
Yeah, open up the buttons a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
That would have been really nice.
No, this is great. We'll fly through these just based off of timing.
Yeah, 'cause these are guys. And they
Pierre
fucking suck.
Gasly, F1. He's in the middle of the road, so we don't have to spend a lot of time on him.
We should touch base on the F1 guy that just is the
Lewis
Dior
Hamilton.
guy.
Oh, Lewis
Dior,
Hamilton.
yeah.
Very cool.
Very cool.
First
The
ever.
ambassador, yeah, all that. Lewis Hamilton, yeah. I mean, he's been like a fashion icon in the F1 world.
I just learned about him today.
La Roche is a bit. He's been styling him for all his.
know
things.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
It was Sienna Montesano for a little bit. I think La Roche kind of crept his way in. But yeah, he's been a fashion guy for a long time. So
Back to this middle of the road guy.
Pierre Gasly, super buttoned up. This is a long detail. Like a tan jacket, matching vest, with a white linen pant, and then a white shirt with a brown tie. I'm fine with this. I think it's very English. Yeah, I think it's great. Tailoring's fine with like the brown loafer. But yeah, any notes on this one?
No, it's very middle of the road.
Yeah,
I
it's fine.
won't remember this, but I don't
Yeah.
hate it.
Any thoughts on
It
this?
looks like he talks like this.
Oh, yeah, like Cockney. Yeah, it's probably
It's well put together, but
Yeah.
he seems a little scrappy.
And I want to say he's French, so like to
Oh,
go.
great.
Oh.
Yeah, to go.
Sure.
No. But like he's probably like, hey, I'm going to Wimbledon. I'm in England. Like, let's go.
In
he
French.
just
Yeah.
watched. Yeah, but he just watched Peaky Blinders. And he was like, I want to really dig into it. Okay, I'm a huge fan of this dude, and
Huge
What
fan,
is
and I
his
don't know
name?
his fucking name.
Nkudi Gatwa, from Sex Education, so good, such a good actor. He's just doing this marvelous stuff I think on Disney Plus. 3-piece navy pinstripe, kind of the same thing with the blue shirt, white collar, navy tie. It's a little messy. You could tell like I just getting out of the car, some stuff going on, but I think this is great for like a night red carpet. I think for Wimbledon during the day it might be a little bit much. Yeah.
I'm currently rewatching Billions,
Is he in Billions?
No.
Oh, okay.
but all I can see is Chuck Rhodes.
I got you. Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's so
Good call out.
businessy. I can't. It's like if he wasn't an actor, I would like it.
You're kind of right. Like this is
He's
him.
Attorney General. I'm sorry, I can't see it.
He's going to his friend's daughter's photo studio to get his headshots.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And you can tell like the sunglasses were styled there. Guys
sure.
out there, if you're gonna put the sunglasses all the way in the pocket and then have one arm hang out.
Yeah.
Don't like put one arm in and then have the whole glasses hang out.
Yeah, he looks
It
like a shivy.
doesn't work. So put the whole glass in and let one arm hang out. Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, last two real quick. Joe Alwyn.
Boo!
I knew you were gonna say it.
Fuck
Go
this
ahead.
guy, Taylor Swift forever.
I actually I like this for what it's worth. Wimbledon, white linen pant, blue espadrilles, with like a navy suede jacket, a button-up shirt, and a shirt. If anything, you're way too layered up. I know it might have been a little bit of a rainy day, but 3 layers. I mean, that is crazy. But yeah, I love the sunglasses. I like the look. I would lose 1 layer. It could have been the jacket, could have been the shirt, t-shirt. Either way, I like it all. What do you guys think?
I like it. I would have changed the shoe.
Okay.
'Cause I love an espadrille, but like, to me, that's very much like you're going to the beach or you're
Yeah.
in San
Can,
Tropez
Venice, like
or-
something like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Also, just as a stylist, this would have driven me nuts because you would have told him how to go out there and dress because there's no way you're going to this event with him. And one shirt sleeves up, one's not.
Oh my god.
That would make me.
Do you think maybe?
I'd think about it for a month.
Do you think maybe because he knew he was going to put one hand in the pocket, he was like, "Oh, let me put this one up because it's going to bunch, and I'll leave the other one out."
You know what I think he was
Maybe,
doing?
but that's a male perspective. That's only like that's such a guy way to think. Like a female doesn't think that way.
Do you want to
Really?
know another
Yeah.
guy way of thinking?
Yeah.
So he's used to putting his hand in his pocket, but he's wearing so many layers that when he put his hand in his pocket, his little wrist,
Yeah.
no, his wrist is hot. So he's like, you know what?
Oh,
me
you
fold
got to
this
air it
up.
out a
Sweat
little.
glands.
And
Yeah.
you have a perfect air vent.
Yeah, it hurts. It hurts.
Can I say, I really think that this could have been much better as a winter fit. Put
Yeah.
some boots on and then like a turtleneck underneath of
Ooh,
everything.
turtleneck under that suede shirt would have been so nice.
Would have been really
Not for
nice.
this, but
But
The
like
on-
just the texturing of that, you
Yeah.
100% agree.
The
with
only
that.
thing I don't like about this is, boo, Joe Alwyn fucking sucks.
Okay. Last one. Here, Leo Woodall from White Lotus.
mm-hmm.
He had another show on Netflix, I think. Again, this is a little bit more Wall Streety, double-breasted. Looks like a little bit of a linen suit, plaid, a gray plaid, white shirt, navy striped tie. Again, fine, but not for what the day is for Wimbledon.
I've never seen Billions, but he looks like that guy from Billions.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
You haven't seen it?
No.
God.
I haven't seen
Okay.
like so many shows. I
It's
haven't
fine.
seen The Sopranos.
She's,
I'm
how
sorry.
many times
I
have you
haven't
watched
either.
Billions?
I've actually never watched it all the way through.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thoughts on this one, though?
The pant makes me sad.
Mm-hmm.
It needs to be a little wider.
Okay.
Only because like it's not laying right. Like the ankle is too tapered.
Or shorter?
Yeah.
No. Yeah?
But
The proportions
Was I
are a
right?
little...
Yeah,
you're
it's
right. No,
just-
you're right. Yeah.
the pant's just off, but I also wish the shoe would have been changed.
Yeah.
What I do like is the texture and the fabric of the
It's
suit.
a beautiful suit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Just-
I think he looks great if you like cut off his bottom half.
And put him in a law office.
Yeah.
A lot, yeah. Yeah, if you put like a newspaper underneath his arm as,
Yeah.
as he's
Yeah.
walking with
Yeah.
his coffee.
He's ready
A
to
coffee
go.
with the stain on the shirt.
Blue, yeah, the blue one with like the Greek lettering in from New York.
Alfred.
Is that what it is?
Oh.
No. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. No. I don't.
The New York thing where like you gotta get a coffee
From
at
a
the
bodega?
guy, the
Yeah.
bodega. Yeah, it's like blue with like Greek.
With, like,
Yeah,
white.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You don't.
New York talk.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Okay. Well, that's it, guys.
Wow.
We've taken
great.
up all
We
your
nailed
time.
all of those lists.
That's a lot of looks. Yeah, Sam, you have a lot of work ahead of you on these 16 looks that we went through. But thank you for being. I do. I think you hit it from at the beginning, and I think it kind of like helped us with this whole show of kind of getting a message out there with you reaching out to Savannah and almost like being relentless and trying to get in this industry. Again, there's no schooling for this. I don't know if FITM does like a styling class or any of
Only
this
design. Yeah.
Yeah. So if there's any interest in being like a stylist assistant, like just got to be relentless. Like pay attention to whoever your favorite actor, actress is. And if you like the way they dress, find out who's dressing them because someone is always dressing them. No one is doing this on their own.
Nope. And
Right?
assistants are always shuffling around.
Yeah.
There's always an opening somewhere.
And as much as you want to hit up the actual stylist, sometimes they're not going to see it. So the assistant is the way to go. And usually, especially with Instagram, they're always tagging their assistants or they're giving a little bit of a
Should
shout out
be.
to them. Yeah,
Yeah.
they should be. They should be respecting Sorry, Haley, I don't do Instagram. So.
Yeah, what a
Yeah, sorry.
horrible.
Either
boss.
way, but I think you're doing it right. Like you did it right, and that's a great message for everyone. Is reach out to the people who are on the lower end of the totem pole because they're always willing to have a coffee, have a drink. Especially if you treat them or a lunch, anything like that, you did it the right way. I think that's awesome. Yeah.
You've been a great guest. Really
Thank you.
appreciate
This is so
getting to
fun.
know you. And now I have to ask, what are you looking forward to? What's happening right now? What is all the buzz in Kelsey's life?
All the buzz. Well, so I just left being a full-time assistant in April.
Oh, wow.
So I'm on my own.
Yeah. So can you talk
yeah.
a little bit about that? How is that going?
Yeah. So, I mean, you got to pay your bills. So I left Ilaria because with Ilaria, you can't really like part-time it and be up where I was. Like I was traveling with clients. I was like doing fittings. Like I'd worked my way up to as high as I could with her. So I'm freelancing here and there with a few stylists just to pay rent. And then when I left, I immediately reached out to all of the publicists that I know. That's been how I've gotten any of my incoming calls. So it works. If you're going to do it and you're going to leave and you're going to go out on your own, you have to have patience because it doesn't happen overnight.
Thick skin. You can't you're
Yeah,
gonna
don't
get
take anything personally.
Yeah, you're gonna get no's more than
Yeah.
anything. Yeah.
And also even just pulling clothes, it's so much harder. Like,
If you need, if you need
Yeah, you have a
anything,
lot.
dude. Yeah.
but it's like every job you start from 0 and then you usually end with 0. You can hang on to some stuff, you know, and especially because like what I would say to people who are starting out, get in with someone and stay there a long time. Don't jump around.
Yeah.
Because like I've built relationships with these brands on behalf of Ilaria and like I've just, tried to do things the right way and like be professional, and people do reciprocate that. And like now that I'm on my own, everyone wants to like help out and like be there for you. So I think it's worth sticking it out with someone and not jumping.
That's fantastic.
Love that. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
We're excited to see the whole thing happen.
Thanks.
Yeah, and do you have anything to promote? Like, do you have anything coming out? Did you shoot anything recently that you have?
You are so bad at ending the show. That's exactly what I just fucking asked, dude.
Well, she's not promoting something.
No, nothing like super huge. Like,
She's going back to the music industry, baby.
Oh,
New God,
she's
no.
gonna be a manager in
no,
Nashville.
absolutely fucking not. No. No, but I am sticking with like menswear. And
Oh yeah, okay.
yeah.
Versus women's wear.
Yeah. But I think that was always a natural inclination of mine.
Okay.
Like I'm a tomboy. I like menswear. So I think Ilaria also was a natural fit for me. Like I don't think I could have worked for a women's stylist as
Gotcha.
long. Yeah.
Love it.
So.
All right. Work hard,
Thank you,
everyone.
guys. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for being
This
here.
is fun.
And it's manly
Manly
things.
things.
Oh,
sorry.
See, yeah, that. Okay, go ahead.
You take this one.
And thank you for listening to Manly Things.
Sorry, I did that on purpose. Sort of.